Welcome back to Bedtime Stories with Eli, and the topic of today's bedtime story is do as much small talk as possible with women. One more time. Do as much small talk as possible with women. Small talk with women. Hey, it's better than no talk at all. Some of you guys out there just freeze when you encounter any woman, and they're not going to bite, guys. Come on. You know, if you can't even approach a woman and talk to a woman, how will you ever expect to get into a relationship with a woman, right? Well, anyway, let's get to this Reddit posting today involving this topic. And this is from the subreddit Seduction. And the original poster titles his posting as, excuse me, these darn allergies, man. Gosh, it's been a crazy allergy season. If you have allergies, you know what I'm talking about. But the poster titles his posting, do as much small talk as possible. So let's read what he wrote. Just that. Don't even ask out if that's too intimidating right away. Well, you're not supposed to ask out a woman right away, regardless. You know, if you encounter a woman at the supermarket or at the park or at some social event or wherever, you're not gonna go right up to her and say, "Hey, you look cute. You want to go on a date with me?" Now that might work in few cases, and in the past it probably worked a lot better than it does today. But in this crazy modern dating world that we all live in today, that's not going to get you the date. So, you know, you encounter a woman and say, "Hey, how you doing today? You know, my name is Rick, my name is Bob, blah, blah, blah." That's all. You know, just say, "How are you doing?" It's simple. It's as simple as just saying, "How are you today?" You know what the funny thing is nowadays? No disrespect. This is Millennial Monkey and Baby Z. And if you've been following these postings or these videos for a while now, I haven't mentioned it in a while. The reason why I have these stuffed monkeys here is they denote the millennial generation and the post-millennial generation, the I generation, which is Gen Z. This is Millennial Monkey, and this is his son, Baby Z. Okay? That's why they're here. You want to laugh? Laugh. It's all good, right? But yeah, a lot of you millennials and post-millennials, you don't even approach people by saying, "Hi, how are you today?" Like, even on dating apps, I'm not single anymore. I've been dating this great lady for a while now. But even when I was single, like, I would get women that would approach me on like Bumble or a Hinge and just say, hi. They just say hi, or they send a Giphy, right? Hi, with the Giphy animation. I don't value that. If someone doesn't ask me, "How are you today?" first say hello. How are you today? If they don't say "How are you today," they don't care enough. They just don't. And I think that's just rude. Talk to that cute girl at Target, the gas station, the library, the mall, the bar, etc. Yeah, nothing wrong with talking to people in general, whether they're the same sex or the opposite sex. That doesn't matter, right? But if you're a single guy and, you want to practice at getting more comfortable at approaching women, just say hi to women in the same way as you would say hi to any guy that was in the same position at the Target, gas station, library, mall, the bar, etc., right? The key is this, guys. Don't treat women any different than you would treat guys, right? Just be cool. Be your normal self. Just fucking get used to interacting with other humans. Yeah, I just said that. Big round of applause. Yeah. Vary the length of the talk. That's true. Depending on the situation, depending on how the person you start a conversation with responds or doesn't respond, right? Sometimes longer, sometimes they like compliment and go away. If you don't even need to really compliment somebody, right? I mean, I wouldn't honestly compliment, a woman. I wouldn't go anywhere near her looks if you're just like cold approaching her. I would just say, "Hi, how are you today? How's your day going?" Simple as that, right? Because here's the thing. If they're not physically attracted to you, no matter how well you approach them, it's not going to matter, right? So you approach them, you say, hi, how are you today? How's your day been? And you see how they respond. If they respond to you positively, it's because they're physically attracted to you and they like your approach. But even if you have a great approach and they're not physically attracted to you, they're probably gonna not really respond to you in a warm way. And you have to learn how to decipher that, right? But if you don't try, you're never gonna know, right? Right? And you're gonna get rejected more often, than not, right? You'll be rejected probably 9 out of 10 women you cold approach. Or even in the online dating world, same thing. Same thing. But it only takes one, and if you don't give up, you will get one that will bite. And it might be the woman of your dreams, and you might be the man of her dreams, right? If you see the conversation is going really well, and you two have chemistry, ask out, right? If you two are having a conversation, and it goes longer than a minute or two, let's say you're talking 5 minutes, I would not let the conversation go more than 5 minutes, even if she wants to talk longer. Because here's the thing, you want to pull away before she pulls away, right? Because if you pull away before she pulls away, she's going to wonder, why are you leaving so soon? It was going so well, right? But see, this is what you do. If the conversation goes about 5 minutes, you're, out in public somewhere at the Target or the bar or whatever social event, right? You're talking to a woman that seems to be going well. After about 5 minutes, say, I got to get going. I just wanted to stop on by and say hi, but you seem really nice. I would love to get to know you better. I love meeting you people. Here's my number. Give me a call if you'd like. And what I would do is I would offer my number, right? Because here's the thing, if you ask her for her number, right, she has to make a decision right then and there if she wants to give it to you or not, right? And even if she gives you her number, she may not pick up your phone call or respond to your text when you text or try to call her, right? But if you give her your number and she's really interested, she'll reach out to you, right? Okay, you're kind of gonna gauge her interest. So here's my number. If you want to hang out sometime, I'd love to get to know you. I love meeting you people. Just send me a text and we can talk by phone sometime, and maybe go grab some dinner or something, right? And that's it. Boom, right? And because you've already met her, and if she responds to you, obviously there is some attraction, right? In this case, it would be okay for you to take her out to dinner on this first official date because you've already met her in person. If you're in the online dating world, you never do this on a first meeting. You want to meet first to see if there's that physical attraction before you invest in the dinner or anything else. Let's see here. But don't make it your main goal. Just the mere cold approaching and small talk should be a victory. Yeah, I mean, keep it lighthearted. Just, be cool, calm, and collective. Just be a guy that, is just passing by and sees a nice lady and just wants to be friendly and say hi. You want to give off the vibe that you're just a cool, decent, down-to-earth guy just passing on by, and you just wanted to introduce yourself, right? Okay, don't come off creepy and don't overstay your welcome and don't talk too much. Just be cool, calm, and collective, right? Let's see here. That's how you warm up and lose your fucking anxiety. Yeah, cold approaching. Let me be honest with you guys. I don't think any guys really like cold approaching, no matter how good they get at it. Even, me getting into my 30s and 40s, I'm 48 now. Before, I met this woman I'm with, I really have never enjoyed cold approaching. Sure, I would talk to women wherever I'd be at, right? But I would never cold approach them with the intent of asking them out, on a date. Now, sometimes it led to that. But that's the key. Just have a natural conversation. When you're approaching women, guys, don't approach them with the intent of, thinking you're going to get a date or it's going to go somewhere. Approach them as just a passerby that just wanted to say hi and see how they're doing, right? And just, don't be attached to any particular attachment. whether it happens or not, no big deal. You're just passing by, you saw a cute lady, you wanted to say hi, and if you give her your number and she ends up calling you, that's great. If not, no big deal, no harm, no foul. The day goes on and you didn't really waste much time, right? I just did it a lot today. Feels great. Well, good for you, brother. I'm glad that you're getting better at approaching people and especially approaching women, right? Here's the thing: like the millennial generation and the post millennial generation, the I generation, Gen Z. Things really changed starting with the millennials. The way we communicate changed, right? Like I said earlier, a lot of millennials don't even say, how are you? They might say hi, but they don't say hi, how are you today? None of you or most of you don't ask, how are you doing? I always care to know how somebody's doing, because if they're in a shitty mood, then I don't want to talk with them. I'll just say, okay, you're not feeling that great. No worries, no worries. We can talk another time when you're feeling better. It sounds like you got a lot on your plate right now, right? So that's the thing. It's as simple as saying, hi, how are you today? I am fine. Or, how are you? Very well, thank you, right? Pretty simple, right? But it just doesn't happen. We've got to get better at communicating in this modern world like we used to before this modern world. All right, let me read a few comments here before we wrap up this video. The first comment states, Dr. Robert Glover, the author of No More Mr. Nice Guy, in his second book, Dating Essentials for Men, talks about pushing yourself to do small talk, not only with attractive women, but with everyone. Right, that's exactly what I was saying. You just small talk with everyone, anyone you encounter. Hey, how are you today? How's your day going? You never know what can come out of it. Never expect anything. But when you just say hello, how are you, and you're friendly with people, you might come across your next business prospect or a great business prospect. You might meet your future wife that bears your children. You never know. You never know. Just say hello. How are you today? That's it. That's it, right? Let's see. This way, you'll not only acquire social skills that will help you when you're actually trying to pick up a girl. Yeah, you would think, huh? I just said, this is just reinstating what I just said. But it will also put you in a chatty mood. RSD calls this being in state. So RSD is, what is RSD? I have no idea who RSD is. Anyway, I don't know all your millennial speak nowadays, your millennial codes and all that crap. But anyway, let's move on. Dr. Glover refers to making small talk with people in general, playing in the small leagues, as in preparation for the big game that you'll encounter when you're trying to chat and attract a beautiful girl, the big leagues, like he calls it. Well, here's the thing. I don't look at it as small leagues or big leagues, right? Okay? So in essence, what he's saying, the doctor is saying here in his book, is that you warm up with the women that you really aren't that attracted to. So when you come across the woman that you are super attracted to, you're going to, know how to handle it. You're not going to treat her any different than the ones that, are not as attractive, right? Well, here's the thing. Why would you approach women you aren't attracted to in the first place, right? And number two, you should treat everybody equally, right? A lot of guys, the mistake you guys make is that, the super attractive women on the attraction scale, according to society, look standards that are a 9 or a 10, the super attractive 9 or 10 women, you guys pedestalize them. You pedestalize them so high, right? That you behave differently with them than you would with other women that are below a 9 on the attraction scale. And that's why these women behave the way they behave, because you overly inflate their value, right? You need to treat all women equally, whether they're hot or mediocre or whatever, right? And by the time you get to my age, there's really no such thing as a hot woman. Women are women, right? You're either attracted to them or you're not attracted to them. And as you get older, you're going to realize that you would rather date a woman that's a little less physically attractive and has a big heart and soul and is going to be faithful and honest and loyal with you than a super hot one that's going to cheat on you, lie to you, and steal from you, right? You get the point, right? Okay. Let's see here. It is a great book for people who are struggling with social anxiety and people pleasers. I recommend it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I've never read it. Maybe I'll check it out if I get some time, but I totally understand what's being said there. Let's read just a couple more comments here. Agreed with this approach. I think the biggest mistakes guys make is only targeting attractive girls. I just said that. See, there you go. Good. You gotta approach all women in the same ways as you would approach, all women. How do I say it the right way? You have to approach these super hot, attractive women in the same ways that you would approach the women that are not as attractive according to society standards or in your eyes, right? Right? You got to just treat everyone equally, right? Don't pedestalize women just because they're super beautiful. You overly inflate their value, and then these women just start behaving differently. And, that's what creates a lot of the issues we have nowadays, okay? Just treat everyone equally, right? So one more time, agree with this approach. I think the biggest mistake guys make is only targeting attractive girls, but instead guys should be chatting with everyone, making small talk with them. Right. And then furthermore, this same poster writes below that, biggest mistake I used to make is only approaching attractive girls. I used to be that way in my younger days, right? I used to only approach super skinny, beautiful women, and just very beautiful women, right? 9s and 10s, right? On the attraction scale, right? And all those women, it ended up never working out with them. They were short-lived relationships because these women knew they were beautiful and they tried to take advantage of me in other ways. And when I was younger, they were able to take advantage of me. Now, as I've gotten older, I actually prefer women that are a little bit more on the thicker side. Now, I'm not opposed to dating skinny women. The woman I'm with right now is pretty skinny, but she has a big heart and a great personality, right? So I'm not opposed to dating skinny women or thicker women. I want to be with a woman that's going to have a big heart and soul, which is what my lady has. But again, as I've gotten older, I no longer, have disqualified women that are a little bit more thicker or not as thin as I used to like them when I was younger, right? But again, I'm not opposed to dating women that are super skinny or skinny either. It all depends on their personality, what they have on the inside with their heart and soul. And the woman I'm with right now has the biggest heart and soul I've encountered. Like, it's beautiful. And she supports my purpose and she believes in me and what I do. And I'm grateful and thankful, regarding that. And I respect her for that so much. I respect her so much because she respects me and respects what I do. And when it's a mutual, two-way street regarding respect, that's a beautiful recipe for something amazing. Let's see here. So again, biggest mistake I used to make is only approaching attractive girls. But I found the better approach is to chat with everyone. Attractive girls are part of the mix, and I found not attempting to scale up the effort when talking to attractive girls helps a lot. Right, don't scale up the effort. Don't pedestalize them because you overly inflate their value, and then it's hard for any guy, no matter how good they are, to get a girl like that, right? Like for me, by the time I got to my mid to late 30s, I started more so, not being attracted to girls that are a 9 or a 10 on the attraction scale, maybe even an 8. Like, I'm more attracted to women that on the physical attraction scale would be like a 7 or a 6, okay? Now, to my lady out there, to me, you're a 10 overall. And I'm not going to get into this attraction scale with you. Just know that you satisfy me physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So we're going to leave it at that. and we're not going to go anywhere. But I think you guys understand what I'm saying. It's like as I got older, I just stopped even attempting to approach women that are maybe 8s, 9s, and 10s. Why? Not because I couldn't get them, because I didn't like their attitude. I didn't like the fact that they would come off like their shit doesn't stink. I would rather be with a woman that's average, like a 7 or 6, that has a great attitude, has a sweet and warm and welcoming heart and soul, and is going to be honest, loyal, and faithful. These other women, the 8s, 9s, and 10s, you guys have overly inflated their value. So yeah, don't scale up the effort when talking to attractive girls. Just treat them like you would treat anyone else. If you try too hard when talking to an attractive girl, it really shows, but when you deal with her the same way as everyone else, it really works, and chemistry just builds if it is the right person and she shows interest. Right. Those attractive women are expecting every single guy to pedestalize them. If you're the one guy that just treats them like they're an average everyday human being, right? Or just average everyday woman, right? They're going to be like, wow, there's something different about that Eli guy or that Jack or that Bob, right? Wow, like all the other guys, they just suck up to me and they like tell me how beautiful I am. And Eli just, was having a conversation with me, and, he didn't even ask me out or anything. He just, was cool, and just, we just had a great conversation, and then he walked away. Wow, I got to find that guy. Wow, right? Be different, stand out, right? Don't come off thirsty, weak, needy, desperate, or insecure. That's what's going to get the woman. One more, and then we're going to wrap this up. The original poster replies and says, exactly, don't actively try to build up sexual tension and be a tryhard. Just vibe, and if the chemistry is there, shoot your shot. Right, big round of applause. Before I wrap this up, I'm going to say this. You hit the nail on the head. Don't actively try to build up sexual tension and be a tryhard. Because women pick up on that, especially the super hot women, the 8s, 9s, and 10s, right? Especially the 9s and 10s. They know how hard guys try to get them, right? So if you're the one guy that doesn't try hard and you're just cool, right? And even if you're not as attractive as guys that would normally approach them or they would want to be approached by, if you're an average looking guy and you don't try hard, they might give you a chance because they'll be like, wow, this guy's really cool. He's not my typical physical type, but God, he's becoming more and more attractive to me because he's not kissing my ass or sucking up to me or, putting me on a pedestal, right? Right? But anyway, well, let me read one more here because this Ninja Turtle 2077 has some great comments. Absolutely, I completely gave up on the idea of thinking that a girl I like or have a crush on must show interest in me. Toxic incel mentality. Right, bro, get out of that toxic incel mentality. Incel is involuntary celibate, for those of you that don't know. I just get fixated on that failure. Yeah, dude, you got to rise above that. It kind of sounds like you've either risen above it or you're heading there. Once I accepted that many girls just won't vibe with my wavelength or don't show much interest, and I just moved on to the next girl, it worked well in building relationships, and I found and dated girls who are truly interested in me. Okay, you got a run-on sentence there, bro. Before I continue with your run-on sentence, you're right, okay? So the bottom line is, like I've been telling people all along, attraction is a must and not a choice. You're going to know within 3 seconds of meeting a woman for the first time whether there's a large rush or spark of sexual attraction there. And if it's not there within 3 seconds of laying eyes on each other the first time, it'll never be there, no matter how slow you take it, no matter, how long you wait, to get to know the person. Some women will say, let's take our time to get to know each other. Let's take it slow. I don't kiss anyone on the first date. And women like that are just not ready. If a woman approaches you in that way or says that when you're first talking, especially if you meet her online, I wouldn't even meet up with her. Because the bottom line is this: attraction is either going to be there from the moment you lay eyes on each other within 3 seconds, or it'll never be there. And if you don't experience some type of, romantic connection on the first meeting, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to sleep with each other, but at least a kiss on the lips or something like that, then even if you continue seeing each other, it's not going to go anywhere, and you're just wasting each other's time. So this dude has figured it out here. He gets it. He's realizing that what I just said, And when he goes on dates with women, if he senses they're not feeling it, he'll end the date and he'll move on and try to find someone else that may feel that way about him, right? Good job, dude. Currently dating a girl who I met at the aquatic center. We both went swimming too. Same approach, just went up to her and started chatting away. Good for you, bro. Excellent. And that's where I'm going to wrap this video here today. I hope you all learned something new. Another video is coming to this channel soon. Please like, share, subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Get yourself a great night's sleep. Bye-bye.